Hi, I'm Megan Catherin, Megan Catherin Enlightenment, and my point of view, my experience, the mystic that I am, honoring the mystic that you are, and moving with whatever wants to come out. Not easy to bring stuff out when you surrender to it because you want to get into the brain. So, am I fully surrendering? Even the point that I'm like, hey, I've got time right now to do a YouTube. Let's sit in it. Let's make it happen. Not always possible. But I'm just breaking through that barrier, whatever that is, and just speaking. So where are we at? Past a solar eclipse, and the world is new. Everything feels a bit strange. If you've been doing your ascension work and you're up in the leading edge, you'll find that it is new, it is odd, it is a bit different. How do we work this 5D world? Everything feels a little wonky, everything feels a bit sharper, and yet there's moments where you're wondering, am I really in a new space? Is something else really happening? Am I on top of my game or am I falling down? Rest, take your time, give yourself time. Those energies are coming in, light codes are coming in. We are being ignited. There is a lot happening. What you can do is consciously bring those into you. And we talked about that in the Mystic Body, my Tier 1 membership in Patreon just this week. And we're also going to be doing in Tier 2, which is the Mystic Way membership, our creation practice on the 28th of this month, a Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Australian Western Standard Time, AWST. So we're looking at doing creation practice. This is where we're at right now. How can you create? What can you do? It isn't a normal. It isn't the same. You're not even the same. There's been a rebirth. There's been many changes. There's more frequencies. So we are just moving into those frequencies, getting more and more used to them, allowing them to evolve in us, to revolve, as in come through us, to come out into the world as we can and be who we are now. So who is that? It's a bit of a discovery game. It's like being in the post-birth fog. Who am I? What is this body? How does it work? Happens in this world? Why are those people doing this? Where do I fit in that? It's that kind of a feeling. You are bridging that also in the sense that the higher version of you is also coming to terms with how to work in this world. Who and what is going on? What is the higher perspective that it needs to be looking at and bringing in? This is now living. Even though there's these unfoldments from your heart of opening up to new pathways and activities and experiences that will come with that, new perspectives, shifts within yourself, and your light moving and flowing in a way that is more and more to your signature, all right, your source signature, and how it can work with you. So you really are trying to figure out what is happening, the lay of the land. Where am I? That mother energy is also, or let's say nurturing higher mother energy. I can call it mother energy. It's a divine connection of masculine, feminine, the lover of life, right? All of that coming through and knowing that it too is trying to find its feet. It too is feeling a bit of a post-birth fog. So is Earth itself. And normally I would refer to Earth as Gaia. And yet I feel like Gaia has changed. And is she a she, a he, a they? I don't know. Everything feels quite different right now. Still trying to figure out where it fits. How does it work for us? Where are we going? Oh, bit of brass strap for you there. What is happening? So treading lightly, not forcing, allowing yourself to unfold, going inward as much as possible, feeling those energies, recognizing that there's something there that's to be brought in, and working with that, letting it just align and just allowing things to happen. As I said, light codes, ignitions, all sorts of initiations are happening. People are shedding stuff quite rapidly. And you as a 5D being, as one who's been focused on ascension and who is leading that pack of demonstrating how to be the mystic in the 5D living, you are allowing all those portals of energy to come through to you. You've opened your body up and you're working out how to use it. Okay, what is it now? How do I go with it? Is everything working properly? It's going to take me a while to work out how to do some of this. My brain needs to work out how to work. My body needs to work out how to work. My spatial awareness needs to work out. How I think and what I'm doing is lateral thinking and logical thinking. All these things, this creative action is coming through me and finding its feet. So little things, little actions, little ways of being are probably more important at the moment than the great big things. And as much as you might have some big things on your plate, be prepared that they aren't always going to work out right now. That things can be difficult when you yourself are like a baby needing a bit of sleep, needing time to adjust, needing to come back in and keep communication open with that higher self and that other guidance that is coming through, that source energy, that nurturing, that sustainment. I don't have much else. We've been doing some interesting stuff in our Tier 3 membership. This week, we actually we're doing some sovereignty energies and running with the rich brown red of owning your own part of yourself. I am allowed to love myself. I am my best friend, right? And letting that friendship come together of the, let's say, the mother baby energy, but what if there's two versions of yourself coming into one? That friendship, how will it work? It's never going to be fully connected. There's always going to be a little bridge between the individuation of the higher self knowing and seeing how it does, and can't always explain that or put it into words for us. So the understanding isn't always there for the human. But then how's the human moving with that? Being friends on that level, being that. So we did an exercise to bring that together, and it was extremely powerful. The week before, we were opening portals to dimensions, portals that energetically lock into us, opening our own dimensional experience to those higher frequencies, to those dimensional realms and what's in them. That's actually a very big part of the ascension process and the stellar light body that comes on board with that. But all the portals that need to open, at this stage, I recognize 24 of them. I don't know, it's 24 dimensions. Obviously, dimensions go on forever, but I don't know if that's it, that's enough. But that's where I'm at. That's how it feels for me right now. That may change. Variances of that and how that works, all part of the discovery of being the mystic being right now, of living the mystic life. It's a place of discovery, and that's what the membership is as well. So just throwing that in, that if you want to check out my Patreon membership, Megan Catherin Enlightenment, just take a look and see, because you can join it for free, and I do my star logs. I've just started doing those and coming out of a very quiet period, just doing the membership with a small group, and now it's time to grow that, time to put that out there for those that were going to find this and who are going to be led to this. There is a lot of stuff opening up. There's things that are going to be led to you, people, places, experiences, and on the same coin, flip of the coin, you too will be finding yourself moving to things, activities, people, information, stuff that you hadn't really thought about even or looked at. And you may abandon some of the other stuff because the old is being shattered quite rapidly for those who aren't yet fully done that shadow work or deep work of ignition. So there's some rapid things happening. And so I'm here to support that, here to answer questions. That's what part of the Tier 2 creation practice is, that activity that will be channeled, whatever it will be. And we'll also have time for asking questions about your mystic body, about the mystic way, and the illumination that is occurring for us all. Do I have all the answers? No, because so much of it depends on yourself. And so we're here to support you. But I do read energy and I do get things in the moment. And yeah, every little bit helps, right? Piecing it together. Our big puzzle is coming together and we're helping and supporting each other with that. There are people who are just going to be speaking, doing, and synchronizing around you, things that are going to be happening. Those miracles of information are really starting to show themselves in ways they may not have before for you if you haven't really been a super intuitive, awakened person consciously following all this yet. Or, you haven't needed to, but there is more of it coming. So the belief system that this is possible, opening to that, because when you stop it, you are holding things off, and that puts a lot of pressure on the body. And that's when people who are struggling with certain issues are going to find them even worse if they aren't able to open up to the experience. That also is a recognition, though, that some of you are going to just open up, and you may have a knowing that something's just going to shift. There's certain things that you struggle with and you know they're going to shift, but at the same time, following the guidance and focusing on what you are led to, letting the inner GPS take you where it needs to take you, utilizing what is out here, because it is becoming more dominant in how things are lining up and synchronizing, and what is going on is information. So it isn't always coming from the inner world, but at the same time, the inner world is the beginning place for it and the end place for it. You must always come back to that and your own personal choices in that. That's it. I feel like that's enough for this moment in life. So please check out my Patreon, and yeah, in the comments, how you going with the ascension energies right now, any of your own thoughts that have been inspired from this. And yeah, we'll meet you further down the road. Love you lots. Thanks for watching. Hey, also thumbs up, subscribe, all those things that will help us keep going. Again.